What's going on, guys? So before we kick this video off, I want to give a big shout out to the folks over at RV SnapPads, the sponsor of this video. RV SnapPads are these incredibly durable, thick rubber pads that attach to the bottom of your landing gear, your leveling system, as well as your tongue jacks for all sorts of different types of trailers. They are super durable. They create some isolation to the ground. They widen your footprint so you get more contact area to the ground, and they protect your leveling system and landing gear feet. So all really important things if you're going to have a trailer and you're going to go RVing. So once again, big shout out to the folks at RV SnapPads. I mean, just check this thing out. Super cool, pretty much indestructible. I'll put a link in the description below if you want to check them out. And they are sold through my channel sponsor, etrailer.com. Okay, so today I'm going to practice removing this front 12-inch bucket and yeah, getting ready to replace it when my 36-inch bucket comes in. I know what I need to do. I need to go ahead and loosen this bolt right here, and this is John Deere's quick release system. It's not their hydraulic quick release, but it's their kind of a mechanical quick release. I guess even a hydraulic would be a mechanical quick release, but yeah, just wanting to get familiar with this process because it's going to be the same on my 36-inch bucket as well. And the more I can master it on here, the easier it'll be for me when it comes time to put on the other one. So, need a 30mm socket, and I'm completely decoupled in terms of the hardware that needs to come out. So now, all I should have to do is raise the bucket and curl it out. So let's see what happens. Okay, so now, let's see if I can figure this out. Let me raise the thumb first. And I think you just curl it back, and then see if I can lower the thumb a little bit so you can see what I'm doing here. Lift up. And I'm out. Now, I've seen in some videos where when people do this, they just drop the bucket straight down, and I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna move my orientation just so I can kind of replicate what it would be like if I dropped another bucket. I'm gonna mess with all this, raise it up, lower it, and then see what this process is. So I think I need to raise this up first. Here so I can see what I'm doing. I think there's a grease zerk on the other side too, so I want to avoid hitting that. So I think I am in. Let's see if I can lower this now. Alright, let's get back out there and see if I hooked up to it. This is the first time I have ever done this, guys, so, you know, I probably have, let's see here, I don't know, maybe 5 hours on this thing so far of me using it. First time I've ever tried to couple or decouple and then recouple a bucket. So don't be too harsh on me if this is something you guys do every single day, because again, I'm very green at this and just want to do it right, take my time. Let's move out there and see what it looks like. Well, pretty sure I did it right. So next, I need to take this, which is the pin, and I'm gonna put this back in here, get the thread started. Of course, I gotta do this all one-handed. Now that I have this all exposed, I'll go ahead and Put my pins in. This will just prevent any accidents from potentially happening. Go ahead and tighten this in place. And we are pretty tight. Let's see here. And that's it. Very, very simple. And I believe there's a grease zerk right there. So the last thing I want to do is accidentally hit this against that grease zerk, because it'll break that off and I'll have to replace it. They're not terribly difficult to replace, but it's certainly something I don't want to replace if I don't have to. But yeah, it's all mounted in place. Talk about thick steel. It's crazy. And this is a small excavator. You can imagine how much some of this stuff weighs on a larger excavator. Very, very cool. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of showcase this process. I'm going to do this a couple more times. I want to get very, very familiar with it, because this is something that I'll have to get familiar with to be able to effectively operate this and change out buckets and put different attachments and things like that on. I went around and I hit all the grease points just the other morning, so it's definitely coming along real well. Sorry about the leaf blower in the back. We're trying to clean up all the leaves that fell during a heavy wind that we had. Anyways, guys, I sure hope you've enjoyed this video. Really enjoy having this John Deere. I don't have a ton of projects for it that are completed, at least. We were able to tear down a little, I guess it was a vine or a vineyard that was set up. That was super, super easy, but I got to practice on it, and that's really what it's all about at this point. I don't want to tackle any major projects like the pond until I've had a little bit more practice on it, because the last thing I want to do is turn a project into a repair because of a mistake I make. Anyways, guys, I sure hope you've enjoyed this video. Got a lot more content coming on the Mini X as I learn how to operate a little bit more efficiently and effectively and quicker and get more familiar with the controls. Guys, if you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.